Greetings and salutations, friends. It's time for the best of 3. Today will be the final best of 3 for the year of 2026. That was truly 3 random games for 30 minutes or a little more. So I decided to make it special. Hey, Tim. Yes, V. If they were randomly chosen, how did you make it special? Holy moly! What a coincidence! Whatever you say, Tim. How dare you question my integrity? Did he mean integrity? Yes. That one. We're starting this bad boy off with Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. The PS4 version, played on the PlayStation 5. That's also a theme for today. This game has had quite a journey. From humble beginnings of being an always online real money auction house cluster to actually being a pretty fun and neato experience. But how could it be for only 30 minutes of gameplay? If fun. I picked a Crusader because when I played Diablo 2 Resurrected, I picked a Paladin. Consistency. This game's got all kinds of neato stuff going on. You level up, and you get cool powers when you do, and everything's just really fun to hit. Mostly because it explodes, especially when you level up. And I don't know, it's very video game. The music is very Diablo-esque. Good. And I played until I rescued Decker Kane. Now, I already know what the hell's going on. That's Diablo's daughter and all other kinds of shenanigans happens. However, for the purpose of this gameplay, don't you worry. When I played this game, I took the proper amount of mind-wiping Benadryl. So it lasted about 30 minutes, and then I remembered where I was. It's getting good, and it definitely expanded upon later. Next is a new one for me personally. Dark Souls 3. This is probably the FromSoft game that I know the least about. That's not true, Jim. You know even less about Dark Souls 2. Sure I do. Apparently it's the not goodest one. Not goodest. The f***. Once again with these games, I have no idea what's going on. But I have to know more. I made a default looking guy in a default S class, I guess, and my reading skills are just good enough to be able to read these little tidbits on the ground before I'm in danger, aren't I? Oh yeah, I'm in danger. I went the wrong way. You know, I gotta say, as someone who usually plays the video game on the bitch mode, I just assumed I would get real grumpy with these games, but I've played pretty much all of them now. And you know what? They don't really make me that grumpy. I've enjoyed every single one of them, really. Maybe it's because I know I gotta get good. I don't know. They're really neato. Sure, I'm absolutely terrible at them, but I have fun every time. It was just... Look at that view. It's getting pretty good. It definitely has been upon later. And finally... Kingdom Hearts 3. By the way, the whole gimmick that made this episode special was that they were all 3s. And it was a best of 3 that's the end of a batch, so... I forgot to say that. It's probably your fault, you motherfucker! Don't even question it, Tim. Just assume it's that piece of shit's fault. Guildenstern. Now I know what you must be thinking. Tim? How can you play some of the games that you play for only 30 minutes and then just randomly move on to the next one without playing more? Are you afraid of spoilers? Question mark? Well, in case you're new here, I am the most unbiased being to have ever existed. Unbiased powers. Activate. Unlike most reviewers and critics and people who make dumb videos on the internet about stuff that they like, I, and I alone, can set my personal opinions and experiences aside to judge a game fairly based on the first 30 minutes, because I know just how many Benadryls to take. Now, with all that being said, what the f*** is going on? For the record, I remember playing the first two for 30 minutes and thinking pretty much the exact same thing. What the f*** is happening? But 30 minutes was more than enough to spark my interest. I didn't even play that much. I played like 9 minutes or some shit. It was fun. It was neat. It controlled pretty good. Where is it? So I got Kingdom Hearts 3 from this thing. Now, the music's really good. It was really fun, and I definitely need to know what the hell's going on. It's getting good, and definitely expand upon later. Just let's get that out of the way. Now, I've already expanded upon later the first two because I really want to know what the hell's going on. And just to preface things, when I do the expand upon laters, when I do a series, I will be starting with the first one, regardless. So I don't want to spoil my experience. So don't you worry, I'll be playing the first one. And why are there fractions? What the f*** is 358 over 2 days? What? I don't know what the hell's going on. Where are you? I got you so... Gildy Stern, did you hide him? Please don't hide things from me anymore. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Now. You son of a bitch, where's the other one? Where's the most important one? Where'd it go? Oh my god. Oh goodness, where is it? Oh my goodness, I didn't get rid of it. It survived the Great Purge, I know it did. I already played it. Post-Great Great Purge. Why can't I find it? Why is it gone? Why is it gone forever? What? Oh my goodness. Why is it gone? What? No. It's gotta be here. Why is this taking me so long? Please? What? Where did it go? Oh! I'm not confused anymore. I know where it is. So just so you know, I stacked up all my expand upon later games that I'm playing and getting video for. There you go. There's a little preview of what's coming up at some point soon. There's going to be 2 other ones that aren't in this stack that'll come out first. Anyway. There you are. Where did you get? There it is. Okay. Now I can do the bit. Now I can do this stupid bit that took me freaking like 10 minutes to find it. Okay. Okay, so here, just so we're clear, when I do expand upon later, I'm going to play the PlayStation 2 ones first. I know they're on here. Maybe they're different. I don't know. Things are confusing. There's, oh my god, there's like numbers and fractions and all kinds of shit. I'm going to play these first. Maybe these are better. Maybe these are the definitive editions. But I want the proper experience first, so I'm gonna play them on the PlayStation 2. Good Lord, I'm dumb. Maybe I took too many Benadryls. No. No, there's no such thing as too many Benadryls. Yes, there is. There is absolutely too many Benadryls. You can take too many Benadryls. Don't take a bunch of Benadryls. I'm a professional. Leave it to me. Okay, now that that's over, this one's gonna go to Diablo 3 because it's the most accessible to normal people who just want a video game in their spare time, and it's very video game. Games in there remake or remastered Warcraft 3. Yeah, I know it already has one. But we all know it doesn't really count. And you know what? At this point, the way they are running things, I don't think we'll ever get it. And you know what? That's okay. You know why? Because I have this. I have the original one. And I'm just going to play that one. I just wish it could get the Spyro Reignited trilogy treatment. Or the Resident Evil treatment. Or the other good remake treatments. I'm sad now. This video is brought to you by me, because I made it, and my Patreon supporters. If you like what I do and wish to support me, it's only $2. I post over there pretty early. Most of the time I'm kind of ahead. Sometimes I'm just a little ahead. And I post exclusive shenanigans that I'm not putting over here on Skynet, because Skynet likes to nuke things for no reason, even though fair use is a thing. They don't know how it works, so I'm just not even going to play the game. So, they'll be over there. Now you look at me. I mean this. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye.